It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9,
5, 6, 5. Hey, I already had a pass to you.
1.
Hey, buddy. Great pass. It's the early pass that kills him. Holy shit, welcome back to a tank top episode of the JT Show. Episode 130. Holy shit, can you believe
130?
130. Earl, we brought Earl for 130.
Hello.
Earl's here.
I mean, when has 130 ever been a milestone?
Right the fuck now.
I mean, who ever thought we'd make it to 130?
Not I.
Not me.
I'm as shocked as you are.
It's Friday the 14th. It's not a curse date today. Who is your celebrity birthday of the day cut?
I'll give you mine. Mine is the GOAT. One of the GOATs, Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva,
The Spider.
He killed Shogun.
Yeah.
He killed Shogun so hard. Shogun was my college roommate's favorite UFC star.
I feel like Spider has a glass chin now, though.
He killed
Yeah.
it. Yo,
His
it
age.
is
But
the glass
in
legs
his-
for
in
sure.
his-
In
age,
2010,
Yeah.
though, when
he was
I went
born
to
in
Buffalo,
75.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch that fight, and my roommate's like, Shogun's gonna win, and he got demolished.
He's 75. He's 7 years younger than my mom, so he's 40 something.
Mine's pretty funny. Mine is Sarah Michelle Gellar. She turns 46 years old today.
What is she from? I'm drawing a blank. And the name sounds so familiar.
Okay, we'll look up her
I
career.
can picture her
Michelle
face.
Gellar. I'm thinking of Friends. The Gellers. Ross and
Is that Sex in the
Ross
City?
and Monica. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, let me see
That's
it,
what
let me
it
see it,
was.
let me see
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy.
That's what
Happy
it was.
birthday,
Yeah.
Buffy.
Happy birthday, Buffy. Who early you got?
Shorty Rogers.
Shorty Rogers. How old is Shorty Rogers?
He was born in 1924. He
He's
died.
dead.
Wow, he dead.
He died in 1994.
Who was he?
He was 70. He was an American jazz trumpeter, flugelhorn player,
Hey, there we go. Hey, shout out
arranger,
Flugelhorn.
and composer. Born
need a
in
fresh one.
Great
Shout out to the
Barrington,
flugelhorn.
Massachusetts. That's what got me too was the flugelhorn.
Shout out to the
Flugelhorn.
Flugelhorn.
Flugelhorn. Sarah Michelle Gellar, the Flugelhorn, and
The Spider.
the
Tigers
Spider.
won
Anderson.
tonight.
The
Finally
Tigers-
did so bad.
Oh,
Oh, let's see if the Kings won their game.
in baseball right now
No.
while he's looking up the Kings game.
No,
The-
I need
a
to know.
motherfucker can hope.
I need to know.
The Tampa Bay Devil Rays started off 12-0 for
Oh,
the
it's
year.
tomorrow at 8:30. It's tomorrow at 8:30.
Hey, that's here. LeBron Duncan. Hey,
LeBron-
Earl's
we're
wearing
playing
some
Gold State.
Crocs.
oh, okay.
We're playing Golden State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a play-in for you guys?
No,
No, this is the
play,
tournament.
yeah, it's so
Oh,
it's
it's
starting.
playoffs,
It's
playoffs.
starting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big
NBA
game.
playoffs
This
is good.
First time we made the
Hey,
playoffs
let's
since
see.
06. Shout out to my motherfucker Sabonis
Yeah.
and my dude De'Aaron Fox.
People are mad right now that the Mavericks tanked so they can get a percentage of the lottery.
They
So
gotta.
do you think that they get rid of the lottery in the NBA, or how do you?
No, I don't think they get rid of the lottery. I think they have a lot less rounds, I guess. I don't know. I could also see I could see them implementing a rule that allows like star players to bypass the draft and then just get picked up in free agency. But there's a lot of players that make out in the draft. There's a lot. But like that dude, who's that Wembanyama or the 7-footer that's draining threes
dude.
and
He's
juking
the
people out of
height.
their
He's
shoes.
the height, dude.
I could totally see him like not now, but in like 5 years, like that type of player,
Man.
skipping the draft and then hitting free agency and then signing like a max rookie deal somewhere.
Dude, I listened to this thing on ESPN radio that talked about how he's basically been groomed for the NBA for like most of his life.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been that dude. He's been
had
a
like
tall,
social
lengthy guy
media
that can
team.
shoot forever.
He's had like a weightlifting team. They've been like doing workouts to strengthen his feet because
Yeah.
dudes that size have feet problems.
He's a Great Dane.
Yao Ming.
He's a Great Dane. Yeah.
Dude, I was like really surprised to hear all that because he's in like not America. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not an American hooper.
Yeah, European hooper.
Very good, and been coached his whole life to
Yeah.
make it. I
Dude,
think
speaking of NBA trades, so I actually wrote this down. So in the, did you guys watch the Lakers doc?
Oh, no.
So there was a point in which, so Luka, there was like rumors that Luka was looking for a trade. In the Lakers doc, they talked about how it's at one point in Kobe's career, he was looking for a trade out of LA. And they basically shot him down. Like, the Lakers organization shot him down because they were like, hey, man, like, if we got what you were worth, by the time you'd get there, the team that you'd go to would be trash. You would get there and have the same exact thing you have here. And so that's the position Luka's in right now. He's so good that if they did trade for him, anywhere that traded for him, they'd be garbage by the time he got there.
Yeah.
He's so good that he's stuck. He has to wait out his contract until free agency.
Kyrie was a bad
And so when
pick.
Kobe hit that, it was like in between his last big contract. And then by the time that contract was up, it was much too late. And he didn't want to leave LA. So like he tried to do it in his prime, and hilarious. But yeah, isn't that wild? Imagine being that good to where like you're like, hey, I want to trade, and they're like, well, you can trade, but you're not gonna have anyone to play with when you
going
get there.
nowhere.
Like we're taking
Unless
everybody
you're
with
doing
Wild
like
and the draft picks.
Unless
Yeah.
you're scheming with somebody else to also go somewhere.
There's no way. The
But
only way,
that
like,
Kyrie trade was so bad. Like, I don't know why they did it.
yeah. Well, I love Kyrie.
I
love
do
Kyrie.
too.
I hope he balls out.
Obviously, he helped LeBron do.
I hope they
something
get. I
no
hope
one
they
had
get
ever
someone
done
dope in the
before.
draft, and I hope they make a run at it next year. I don't know if
Agreed.
Kyrie's going to be there still because he's kind of a
No.
one and done, two
Probably,
and done kind
yeah,
of guy.
he'll be out.
He might have one more year. He might have one more.
I don't see it.
Two and done's been his thing. Two in Boston. Two in Brooklyn.
I'm still surprised that the Mavs.
I think
didn't
more than
make
two in
the
Brooklyn. Didn't he do
playoffs.
three in Brooklyn?
Like, I'm surprised after the turn that the Mavs just fell out,
They did.
and I'm surprised how hot this Golden State Warriors have been.
Nah.
And
The Warriors lately, yeah, they were only third in the
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
division.
they're
Dude, we
the
took the
threat.
Pacific, baby.
They're the threat, but I don't know, dude. The Suns
Kings are playing good basketball.
The
The
They're
Suns,
playing good,
the Kings
hardy
made it.
basketball. Yeah,
Nah, dude. The Suns are the
we won.
biggest
We won. We
threat in the
first in
West.
our fucking division,
The
dude.
Pistons are just chugging along in last
Don't
place.
even
still.
get me
And
fucking
what's
started.
sad about
Dwayne
the
Casey's out into the front office. What the fuck does that mean?
the saddest part about it is we were waiting for Cleveland to die because Cleveland fucking killed the best team that ever played for Detroit. I mean, we had the two
Yep.
back-to-backs, but
Yep.
this is a different generation of basketball,
It
and
is.
where they locked everybody down to less than 80 points in the playoffs on average. It was like 69 points or something like per game that they held,
04.
that they held playoff teams to.
04.
against. And that's crazy. You'll never see that in today's NBA.
Yeah.
And then
It'd have to be a nasty
and
defense
then
for
and
that.
then and then here's my hatred toward LeBron. He came in and just dominated, and then everybody for the Pistons are like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And then LeBron ran the Cleveland.
East. He
Detroit
ran
just
the
kept
East
running into the
for
ground. We
a
kept
decade.
we kept running into the ground, and we're still fucking chugging along, barely above ground, and it sucks.
Yo,
I don't put that
injuries
off
fucked us
LeBron
this
though. I
week.
mean, he grew up around here. That was his fucking team.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's LeBron's
Like if I
fault,
was
but he got
LeBron growing up where I grew up, and the Sacramento Kings are the first overall pick, and they're like, "Hey, come through."
That wasn't the problem. The problem was that they literally did nothing once they got him.
yeah.
They did
How
not
could they?
build
They
a
were
team.
middle of the pack every time. They would have had to make some weird trades that they just didn't have the volume for.
I just think they could have done a
They
better
didn't have the
job.
volume for. They could have drafted better. But
And it's
I
a
mean,
different
that's hit and
NBA
miss in the middle of the first
and
round.
it's a different NBA draft too, because there's a lot of player choices.
You got to get
now.
lucky and have like a boogie drop to 12 or something.
Like when players demanded trades in that era, it was different than what it is now, because
Yeah.
players will just sit out now and say fuck
yeah,
it.
it's different now.
It's way different now. So,
Yeah.
but
LeBron's the goat though.
Yeah.
LeBron's my goat.
He's the best.
Michael had the best career, most championships. LeBron's the best player to ever play in the NBA though.
Yes.
Wow. He's got the point record. He's
The
probably
greatest
gonna
basketball
try and win a ship with his son.
That'll be
It's,
crazy,
dude, I hope that happens, dude. 'Cause I tear up a little bit when I see Ken Griffey Jr. highlights.
So when you see
That's fucking sick.
when you see that year where his son gets drafted to whatever team, that's when I go on a betting app and I throw $100 on that team to win the fucking. Because LeBron's son's gonna go.
I throw 10 grand on that team signing LeBron James.
Well, I'm just
As
saying.
soon as he's drafted.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, LeBron James Jr. is gonna go top 3 overall.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be.
And
He's
then-
gonna be a lottery.
And so LeBron going to that team, I want to go play with LeBron. So they're automatically just going to get a bunch of studs that go to the team with him. So that's a playoff contender.
We'll see. We'll see who's left. Imagine Luka, LeBron, and Bronny.
They gross.
Luka play the 2, let Bronny run point. How tall is Bronny? Bronny's about 6'5", right?
6'3".
6'3", really? I thought he was
LeBron
taller
will
than
come
that.
off the bench.
His little one got tall, right?
Yeah, his little one's supposed to be better than Brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say his little one got real tall. He's like 6'6", right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Apparently his younger one is the better basketball player.
Which is crazy.
It's interesting because
Yeah.
there's been not a whole lot of highlights on him.
Keep
He
it
kind of
secret.
plays like a young Shaq. Did you guys see? This is a little controversial. You see Shaq saying that the LSU women's basketball player, I can't
Was
remember,
the-
Angel,
was the best player
the
ever
best
come out-
athlete to ever come out of LSU.
Can't do
Wrong.
it. Can't
That's
do
crazy.
it.
Because she only had 15 points in the finals, and you got the Honey Badger,
What-
you,
what's-
what's
Joe
it-
Burrow,
Dude, receiver U for a while.
Bro, Pistol Pete went there and averaged 40 a game
and
throughout his whole career.
and Shaq
Pistol Pete
alone,
averaged 40 a game.
Shaq alone
That is stupid.
in
40 a
college.
fucking game. Pistol
Yeah.
Pete got.
Yeah,
That's
And
his
that was
average.
before the 3-point line. I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh, it's some of it probably.
Joey Money won a championship.
Dude,
Yeah.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase was there.
Yeah,
mean,
the Honey Badger, and then who else was
There was a couple of other
Dude, a
like
bunch
big
of
name football players
receivers.
that came out of there. Jefferson LSU. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I think he was.
I think he was LSU too. He was part of that.
Justin
Wasn't
Jefferson. Fuck, I can't think of it
and
right
like, how can you say that? And that was a crazy in the
yeah,
moment.
that was a
he? Let's
pretty
look up some
ridiculous.
LSU athletes.
Receivers alone.
Yeah,
And then Shaq himself.
Yeah, right.
who's won 4?
Dude, he was just absolute force.
I had older cousins who lived right down the road, and when they got bigger, they grew out of all their middle school shirts. So their aunt gave all of their jerseys to us. So I had a Chris Webber Michigan jersey. I had a Shaquille O'Neal Magic jersey.
Hell yeah.
I had a.
Was it the blue?
It was the black.
Oh, even better. Damn.
I had a someone who played for the Atlanta Hawks. I can't remember who it
Leonard
was.
Fournette,
Leonard.
Jamal Adams, Lola Jones won a gold medal in the Olympics.
That's pretty good.
Steve Van Buren, he's in way old school. Y.A. Tittle is one of the first passing quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. That was way
Weird.
old school, though. That's way old school.
Changed the
Glenn
game.
Dorsey
Okay.
was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I know that.
Honey Badger, Jamar Chase,
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr.,
That's who I was thinking
Odell,
of. Dude.
yeah.
I couldn't get it out.
Devin White, linebacker for Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
he
he's
led
a
that defense.
stud.
Yeah, he led that
He
Super
is
Bowl
a
defense.
dog.
Don't
Dwayne Bowe.
Don't put me against him.
Dwayne Bowe. Remember him for Kansas City? He was pretty nasty
Yeah.
back in the Matt Castle days.
Yeah.
Jarvis
Oh, we
Landry.
got Matt Castle, Michigan, baby.
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Let's just say that
Jamarcus
Angels-
Russell,
Oh my god.
arguably one of the greatest college quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on.
Greatest?
One of the best?
No.
He's like top 20.
He's got to be. For
Okay,
college.
okay, top
For
20.
college.
Top 20, I'll
Not
give
top
one.
10.
Top
No.
20 all time?
No, I wouldn't even say top 15.
And that's not even
All-
LSU.
all time,
He's like,
no.
he's like the number 2
No.
LSU quarterback.
All time, I'll
No.
go top 30.
Dude.
He's the number 2 LSU quarterback. It's Joe Burrow's ahead of him. Who else is ahead of Jamarcus Russell?
Yeah, but Jamarcus Russell ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He ain't
now-
shit. No.
No,
he-
he wasn't-
college he
no.
was.
He
He's
had
shit in
like
college.
one good
Oh,
year,
he
I
was
believe.
gross.
He had one.
No.
He had average seasons and one
4
standout
years? He
year.
didn't put 4 years
He had
of tape.
one. He had one Heisman run.
He didn't
Let's
put
look at
4
Jamarcus
years
Russell
of tape
college
together.
tapes.
He did not put 4 years.
I mean,
together.
like Hart. No, not Hart. Chad Henne put up better numbers than Jamarcus Russell.
Well, yeah, Chad Henne was.
What are we talking
talking
about
college
here?
numbers.
Yeah, that's a college quarterback.
Yeah.
So what Jamarcus Russell do?
Okay, name 18 other dudes that are better.
Tim
Off the-
Tebow.
off the
Yeah,
cup?
Tim Tebow's number 1.
Off the cup? Cam Newton.
Cam
Michael
Newton.
Vick. Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The lefty from USC, Matt Leinart.
Let's go.
Sam Bradford.
LSU quarterback.
So he played 3
Ravens
years.
quarterback.
He played
Lamar
3 years.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah, that's
He
what I
played
meant.
3 years. His average QBR was
Jameis
61.9.
Winston.
Not great.
Jameis Winston.
His total yards was just under 7,000. His
That's-
average yards per attempt was 8.3.
pretty good.
He had 52 college touchdowns
At quarterback for Boise
and only
State.
21 interceptions in the 3 years.
That's almost 50%. That's almost.
His overall, oh, never mind. That was his completion percentage. His completion percentage was 61.9. His overall QBR was 147.9.
That is pretty good.
His sophomore year, he had a 127. then he had a 136, and then he had a 167.
How many championships do you win?
I don't know. I don't think any.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
I think if
19 other guys better than him.
That Houston quarterback that blew up the league for 4 years.
Keenum.
And then
Case Keenum is the greatest
Casey
yardage
Keenum.
guy. He has the most yards ever.
Yeah.
The dude from Hawaii back in the day was pretty good too.
Yeah, and so it was the same for Boise State.
I'm putting Jamarcus Russell in the top 20. Either way, he's the number 2 LSU quarterback of all time,
Fair.
behind Joe Burrow.
That says something
That was
about
my
LSU,
main.
though.
Yeah, I mean they
Jamarcus
still
was
they've
a
won
number one
national
overall
championships
pick.
more recent than us. Dude.
He was the number 1 overall pick.
Michigan
He was
needs a
absolutely
fucking
terrible. He was a
Michigan
complete bust.
needs a nag.
That's like saying
Hey.
Ryan Leaf was a terrible college
We're
football
almost
quarterback.
there. LSU's weird.
I wouldn't
Ryan-
say he was terrible.
LSU
Just maybe not top. I
think he's top
said
20.
top 20,
I
not
think
top
he's top
15.
20.
Top 20, not top 15.
Then we agree then. He's
Yeah,
top 20.
I agree
Okay.
with you.
We
So-
agree. He's top 20.
So
So
LSU
you
does this
couldn't
weird
name
thing where they win a natty.
19.
I could though.
They win a natty. They fire their head coach. They get some good guy. They get a great quarterback. They win a natty. They fire their head coach. And they rinse and repeat. And they've done it the last 3 times. The last 3 natties, they fire their head coach like after the next year.
Ed Ogeron sold his soul.
Oh, he said the worst thing to a lady at a gas station.
He sold his soul.
It doesn't matter if you're married.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
It don't.
What do they say?
Hey Joe, slow down on a cigar.
Yeah, slow down on that cigar.
Slow down on a cigar, Joe.
Yeah.
I love that.
Sounds like Miley Cyrus.
Oh, the
The raspy voice.
have you seen those?
Those are funny. Roger, Roger.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus
Yeah.
talking and he's like, Roger, Roger. Yeah, it's the best, dude.
They're funny.
There's a 90s movie it makes a reference to with a little kid with glasses. He's a ginger and he's dirty as fuck. And he's like, ah, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't remember who that guy is, but I remember seeing that as a child.
Have you guys ever heard of the reverse unicorn home run?
No.
All right, so there's a website online that keeps track of all the home runs hit in every MLB stadium, and they find out whether or not that would be a home run in all the other stadiums.
Yes.
And so we just had, for the first time in MLB history, the reverse unicorn home run. So it would have been a home run in every other MLB stadium other than one, and it was the Orioles Stadium. Ready for this?
A reverse unicorn home run is a ball that would have been a home run
he did
in
smack
every
that
other
fucker.
ballpark except the one that ball was hit in. And we witnessed the first one in Major League history, according to Wooded Dong on Twitter.
Wooded
Orioles
Dong.
versus Athletics. Austin Hayes would drive a high fly ball into left field that died at the warning track, but according to Wooded Dong, this ball would have been a home run in every other Major League ballpark except for Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
That's
Isn't that
amazing history.
wild? That's a crazy fact. That's insane. A reverse
is.
unicorn home run. Every other park that's a homer.
That sucks. I've
That's
heard
wild.
that Comerica's a hard home run park.
It
I think
is.
that's what makes Miguel Cabrera's career so
If
special.
Miggy would have been a Yankee,
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Yankee Stadium the fucking easiest one?
Yeah.
Everyone calls it T-ball park or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hear.
Just-
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
'cause I think
though.
it's got the shortest sides.
just last week we shared the kid in college who got the no hitter
Oh,
and hit
yeah.
for the cycle in the same
Yeah, I
game.
saw
Yeah.
that.
And
yeah.
the announcer was lit.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get that audio.
There was another team that we talked about last week. They got a no hitter and they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. They walked 4 dudes and they hit 3 of them.
Yeah.
And there was like 2 errors. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what scored them. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, it was awful.
And
fucking insane.
and also for the game of baseball, there was just a clip shown of the Savannah Bananas.
I
playing.
love them,
love those
dude.
guys.
They're
And
so
if
great.
they're ever
I like
around
the
here-
Trash Pandas.
If they're
too.
ever around here.
Yeah, but I mean they're not. They
I would
just-
go
Yeah.
to a Savannah.
Remember the?
game,
Did you ever go to a Chihuahua game?
Yeah, the El Paso
Yeah,
Chihuahuas.
the El Paso Chihuahuas,
Yeah,
dude. They have some sick
We
gear.
go to Growlers games in Kalamazoo, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, I'd hit a growler game.
the game I want to go to most is the Loons because I want a Loons cap.
Dude, White Caps are pretty dope.
Like, yeah.
They have the blue caps, I think, or the
This
New
is
Jersey one.
Tigers affiliate.
I don't know who they're
man.
affiliate of, but
I'm pretty sure it was the Whitecaps announcer too. There's a baseball announcer, and they announced like a pitch at bat like it was the Masters.
Okay.
So the batter was up, and he was like, "This batter hails from New Jersey. Oh, and what a strike from 26 feet out." And then
Sultry
when he
voice.
finally hit, he goes, Wow, that one found the grass very nicely. What a way! It was
He does
so...
it like a fucking Masters.
Yeah.
announcer.
And so,
Actually, the Growlers made ESPN
oh wow.
because they had the child who was like a coach that was given the umpire the business. That made it to ESPN. It's on. I'm pretty sure it made top 10.
Yeah.
My old high school, like 2 years after I graduated, they made ESPN. They did the bouquet toss. They were going to kick an extra point, and the guy holding the holder grabbed the ball, turned around, and flicked it over his head, and the guy came out and caught it back in the end zone. Yeah.
One of the shittiest parts about
that was
where
like
we-
2013, I think, is when they did that.
One of the shittiest parts about where we live is ESPN did a top 50, so they did one sport from one high school in each state, and they went around the entire country, and they were like, this team in this state dominates, and then they just chose one. So at the time, Homer High School was on like 12 seasons of undefeated fucking seasons. It's just like
One of their pitchers is in the MLB right now.
he pitched. It was maybe Carpenter. But he pitched for the Arizona Cardinals,
Yep.
not Cardinals, Arizona Diamondbacks. And so the
yep.
way that he learned how to pitch is his dad would make him throw. He learned how to throw hatchets. So when he threw, his ball came down at a straight angle instead of a
Nice. So he didn't really
sidearm.
fuck his shoulder up.
So
the
he
line.
always threw at a 90 degree because
Yeah.
he learned how to throw like that. But as ESPN was doing this documentary, it was Homer High School that they chose because their baseball program was just dominating everybody in the league. And when I just transferred to Jonesville, I just knew Homer was just murdering everybody in baseball.
That's funny. There's
And they
always
made
those
ESPN.
teams too.
Yeah, and it was
All
like
the
12
little mini
seasons.
high school areas. There's always those one
We
teams
were
that are
that
just
track
nasty.
team.
Yeah, we were a good track team.
Yeah.
It's funny too because Jonesville just shared a post where like if you want to buy Jonesville track swag, here's the link for it, and it just says
Dude.
Jonesville track, and it's like $20 a t-shirt.
I take some swag.
It's right. It's right on there. I follow my high school page because they share stuff like that. Yeah, I'll take one.
Dude, people knew when we showed up, like, oh, not these fucking guys.
People are like, "Hey, how you guys keeping the lights on here at the podcast that we've had 130 episodes?" Well, brought to you by
This is the motherfucker right here, dude.
brought
This
to you
is the
by
main
Duke's
sponsor.
Wells.
Duke's Wells,
dude.
I appreciate you
Duke's
sponsoring the
Wells,
pod, dude.
269-491-6182.
Bang, drop the logo.
I can't wait till someone from my was like, "This is Duke's Wells."
Dude, I get called. Dude, there's a motherfucker in North
getting
Carolina
calls
who's
from Bangladesh,
Duke's
dude.
well drilling, and I get calls from North Carolina all the fucking time.
Dude,
Because Google can't figure it out.
same thing same place where I work at, and they're like, "Is this place?" And I'm like, "What state do you live in?" They're like, "Mississippi," and I'm like, "Look, I know Jackson,
Oh, yeah.
Mississippi is super popular, but it is not the right line that you have called today." And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and you're just like,
Fuck off.
Wrong
"Crayfish, y'all," and just hang up the phone.
Crayfish.
Dude, I could
y'all.
do some crayfish right now.
I went to one crawfish boil in New Jersey, and I had one crawfish, and I couldn't have any more because I was with Chris, and she's fucking allergic to shellfish and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So
can't
I only
kiss her,
had
nothing.
one, and then I went and like scrubbed my beard.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Fun fact
It was
about
really fucking
So we
good.
could never
though.
do a shrimp boil?
I mean, we could. She'd just have to stay in the house.
Fun fact about
She
Aaron.
can't even be around it, dude.
Aaron went to Michigan State University. Got like an agricultural landscaping degree, one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know the exact title, but his landscaping crew from Michigan State went down to a nationwide competition in Louisiana, and his squad won the competition. But he would be texting me, be like, "I just had 100 fucking crawfish played," because they would go down to the bayou places where they just fucking mat the newspapers
Yeah.
and just lay the crawfish. And I was like, I've never had crawfish in that capacity ever, and he was like, "It was some of the best shit I've ever
Oh,
made."
it's so
dude.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever
But-
been on one?
I've had crawfish caught because there's crawfish just up the road in McCartney Park that you can catch.
What do you give it out of 10?
Like a fucking 4 because like shrimp is better.
I give it an 8-2.
Well, shrimp is better.
Cooked right, yeah.
Well, Louisiana
it's-
crawfish.
so
I've never
I
had.
don't- I
I've
don't
never
get
had
crawfish.
I've never had Louisiana crawfish. I've only
Yeah,
had fucking.
I only get crawfish every now and then, so it's more of a delicacy. Shrimp's just always like readily available. It's tough
Yeah.
to find good crawfish. So I
Oh.
rate crawfish higher just because it's like tough to get.
Speaking of things we eat out of the ocean, lobster used to be a poor person's
Yeah.
meal.
Used to feed it to prisoners.
Yeah. And so, because people used to just catch them after work in Jersey and stuff, and people are like, oh, look at those bums catching food, and people would be
It's
like...
in the same category as
Cockroaches.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the cockroach of the sea.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so... But
you cover them in butter, and they're delicious.
So, like,
They
back...
are
So,
so
yeah.
good.
good.
And so, back in the day, like, poor neighborhoods would just fish for lobster because it's free dinner.
Yeah.
And now, there's, like, federal... laws against, like, you have to have a biodegradable lobster door, because if you don't manage your trap and it's an abandoned trap, the lobster has to have a way to get out.
Oh my
Yeah.
Also, if you
It's cruelty.
and just
Yeah,
like
I
off of
get it.
Seinfeld, if you fuck with somebody else's lobster pot and
Yeah.
steal their lobsters, that's a federal offense in
Yeah.
some places now, which is
Lobster's
crazy.
expensive, dude.
And it
Some
used
times
to-
it's like
it
30
is,
a pound.
it
Dude.
is.
It's crazy.
Dude, I wish the poor people would have kept it on the low, because I would have moved out to the low to be
You know
like,
what's funny? I was just thinking. Do you think you could tell the difference between like boiled lobster and boiled shrimp if it was shredded and dipped in butter? Do you think you could tell the difference? Blindfolded?
without the butter,
not.
maybe,
Probably
but
not.
with the butter, not a chance.
I was just thinking that. I don't think I
I
could.
don't think I could either.
Because they're very similar in like texture
Same with
and
crab.
flavor. Well, crab, I think I could tell the difference. Crab's got a pretty distinct
But if you
taste.
shred it,
Dude,
It's got a
cover it
pretty
in butter.
distinct taste, though.
I
don't know.
remember JT and I-
I'm more confident in distinguishing crab from either of those than those two together. I think if I had all three of them, I think I'd get crab and be like, I don't know what these ones are. It's one or the other. It'd be a guess in the dark. It'd be 50-50.
Yeah.
I think I'd get crab though. That'd be fun to do.
I mean,
That'd be fun to
Kroger's
do.
got cheap crab.
Crag?
Crag.
I love me some crag,
I
dude.
saw it today though. I was like, crab legs and
We'll
butter.
have to try it. Maybe we'll try it. Make a little video about it.
Just shred
It'd
it
be
up.
funny. Yeah. We'll just boil it and season it with salt and pepper and shred it.
You know how we do the blind taste test sometimes?
Yeah.
I saw a guy do the blind taste test for beers, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
for the Bud Light, he was like, maybe Miller Lite, maybe Coors Light. Ooh, that's so good. That's Bud Light, and I was like, that's the funniest shit. And then he's like, yeah, that's Keystone. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Did he get the other ones right?
No,
Oh,
he
okay.
missed the other one.
He
He got
only
the Bud
got
Light. He
Bud
goes,
Light.
ooh, that's some good shit, dude.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's funny. That's good.
With the Bud Light controversy, I don't give a shit. But the funniest thing is to watch other people's reactions, because we went to the golf course and we got
that was actually really funny.
yeah. So we got 4 Millers to start out with, 2 apiece for the front 9. Just take it easy.
And I ordered a water, and I went to go check the
cooler.
the cooler that they had next to the beer fridge. They had a cooler sitting separately, so I was like, oh, water's probably in there. I open it up, and the motherfucker's full of Bud Light,
Completely
to the
to the
brim,
brim.
to
Yeah.
the brim, with like melted ice on it. Like it was early in the morning, and there was like melted ice on the top of it.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, I don't have any water, and he's like, I'll give you $2. He goes, can I just grab a Powerade? He's like, yeah, that's fine. So at the turn, I was like, I'll grab some more beer for us. So there's a gentleman in front of me, and he's like, I need some beer. And he's like, yeah, we've got, whatever's in the fridge, and we've got a cooler full of Bud Light if you want that. And he goes, nah. And just hearing him fucking out loud just go, nah.
It's the depth of the nah.
It's where it comes from, dude. It's the
Came from the
funniest.
soul.
I heard they lost $6 billion.
Yeah,
Last I looked, it was 4, but
no, it's more than
Is
that
it more now? It probably
so
is,
it was
'cause
4
that was
when
like
we
2-3
looked at-
days ago.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it was at 5.5.
that was just over that first weekend.
Yeah, so I just looked at it yesterday, and there was a report from 20 hours ago, and then there was a report from 8 hours ago. The 20 hours ago was 5.5 billion, and then the fucking earlier one was on the verge of $6 billion.
Imagine how low it would have been if they did it on like the week before the 4th of July. Imagine how much they would have lost.
Well, the thing
that's not what you break out before.
The thing
fucking
that's
America's
crazy too
favorite
is
holiday.
someone claimed. If you saw the vice president of Bud Light say her spiel of why they did it.
Yeah, I think
So-
it's a soft take.
Yeah, so people
Yeah.
said though that she essentially did something that's always going to ensure her having a job at Bud Light, because you can't fire her, because she could essentially say, I'm just trying to stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
But if you took a chart, and said, here's how much money we were making, and here's your advertisement scheme and how much money we're making afterwards, based just solely on the money, that's a you're out of here offense.
They ran an ad that negates their number one demographic.
Yeah. She's just
And
said
that's-
it's a
and I'm not even a
fratty.
Bud Light fan. I'm more Miller Light than anything.
I'll tell you
I
one,
drink a
Bud
lot
Light's
of Busch
great.
now though, because Busch is
Bud
around
Light
here,
was
and
cheap. 30 rats of Bud Light. Bud Light
I've
was
drank
just
a lot of Bud Light.
a
They
Bud-
sold
I've drank a lot
24
of it.
packs. They didn't sell a
the
cube.
Bud Night.
Fuckers.
Honestly,
the
if there's,
frogs.
if there's no Miller and there's no Busch, Bud Light was my next go-to for like a sipping beer.
Yeah.
It still is.
Bud
That
Light's a
hasn't
light
changed.
beer.
Yeah, that's true. I will still
Doesn't-
drink a
yeah,
Bud
I
Light.
don't give a shit.
It's not
Yeah.
stopping me.
No,
It's
but
just a
all
beer.
I'm
I just
saying
don't
is
buy Bud Light, so I don't care.
yeah.
But if it's at a party and that's all that's there, you're
Also,
gonna drink
if
it. I'll
Busch
drink
Light did
20 Bud
that,
Lights
I
in a
don't
night
care
if that's what
either.
they're
I would still drink Busch
I
Light
don't
because
care
it's
what's
my
on the
chosen.
fucking
But it's so
can.
funny to see another demographics of beer to
ridiculous.
go through such a.
Ridiculous.
And I
Get
promise
over
you can't
yourself.
tell the
Yeah.
difference between Busch and Bud Light.
We'll
I
have to
promise
do
it.
it.
Yeah, we have to do it.
We have
Maybe
to do
we'll
it.
do it tomorrow. We'll make a little video.
I'm not saying I can't.
No, I know. It's just because me and him did it. And
I
we
was
might have
over
gotten
5.
yeah, and
You
I
were-
might have
you're
I
2
got
for
1.
5.
Oh, a 2.
Because
And it was just all guesses. It was all guesses. It would just be funny to see because Chris did it too. She didn't get any of them.
I was full
It's
confident.
just funny.
I was full
It
confident.
It
that
tastes
I
like
was
they're
gonna
all
get
from the
Coors.
same vat. Like it tastes like it's just
Right.
4 cans that they just all got out of the same vat.
If
It's
there's
so
if
hard to
there's
tell the
any
difference.
beer that I thought that
We
I
even
was
had-
gonna
what did we
get
have,
was
Keystone?
Coors because Coors has that Coors. It was Coors Light, Keystone Light, Busch Light, Bud
Miller.
Light, Miller Light.
Yeah. And the Keystone tastes like all of them.
All
I
of
thought
them.
Keystone was garbage. I was
Yeah.
like, I'll never drink Keystone.
Buy it. But they
I
had
won't
great
buy it.
ads.
yeah,
Did
it's
you remember
phenomenal
Joe's
ads.
apartment used to have the fucking Keith Stone big ass billboard in the background?
Did you guys ever fuck with Rolling Rock? Yeah, dude, the green bottles. Dude, Rolling Rock's so cheap.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, there it is. He's got it.
Keith
He's got
Stone.
it.
Keith Stone, baby.
Smooth
Hold
like
my
Keystone.
stones, baby. Keystone, man. You gotta have these original classic college
Oh,
posters.
yeah.
Girls taking a pee break.
There it is.
Why you gotta put it out there?
Oh, because Joe Rogan does.
Yeah, take a little break ski.
Yeah, I mean, like people on Joe Rogan will hold it, but I'm not.
We're still here, though. We can
yeah,
tell shit.
yeah,
It's to protect our basement.
yeah. This is not the final podcast studio in the basement. This is just a rough draft. We've been lazy.
It's this is pre blueprints. We have till the end of the month.
I don't know if we'll make
We've
it.
been saying that. We've been
Yeah.
saying that.
But
we just
you
gotta
get-
do it. We
hey,
just
you
gotta do
guys
it.
enjoy our
We have to
content.
dedicate a weekend to it. That's all it is. We have to just we'll golf in the day.
Even
and
one
then we'll
day.
just-
You're adding golf in.
Yeah.
We
We're not gonna not golf on a nice weekend.
We golf on Sunday.
This weekend, if it's fucking shitty.
We still golf on Sunday.
Yeah.
We should golf pass on Sunday.
I'm down. We can do whatever.
So we'll try to call a course tomorrow for
Yeah.
a Sunday tea time.
Yeah.
For
fine,
at least after 2 p.m.
Are we gonna block this out or are we leaving it in?
We'll leave it
Alright,
in.
I'm gonna walk over there with the thing that's right there on the ground.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll blur that out yet, but
I don't think you should. I don't think
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah,
I don't think you should. You got a lighter? I need to light this candle.
yeah. The incense are over there.
Appreciate it.
Brought to you by. I'm gonna censor that.
Oh, you censor that.
Hell yeah, it's my podcast. But brought to you by Duke's Wells. That's what I'll bring up. Duke's Wells. Hilarious. Didn't know that was gonna be as loud as it was. I might
Yeah,
just
it was
leave
really loud.
I might just leave that in there. Why? That's just the tobacco pipe.
Yeah. Call me Gandalf the Green.
Green Day.
Gandalf the Green Day, dude.
One of my favorite Green Day memories is I grew up in a small Midwestern town where you can invite a friend.
We're gonna have a better setup.
So
gotta be better.
so after I went to Jones,
Next time you're on the pod, we'll have the real setup.
so after I went to Jonesville, Earl was my mall friend. So if my parents said I could have a friend that come with me to the mall, it would be Earl.
They'd buy me stuff.
Indeed,
They buy me stuff. I
indeed.
love that, dude.
And
My
so-
boys used to buy me shit at the mall too.
Love it.
That's the best.
But Aaron and I went to this mall.
Get like some fresh
And
T-shirts or some jeans or
Aaron-
a pack of dope socks or something.
Aaron went to
All the
FYE
socks.
and
Dude,
he bought
they get the DC socks.
He bought the Green Day album, American Idiot, and then he bought Dane Cook's CD when it first came out. I went into GameStop and bought Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube. And then on the way home, we were listening to Dane Cook's album, and he's very fucking vulgar.
Yeah.
And he's saying fucking cock very loud.
I love
And
me
so
some
my
Dane
mom,
Cook.
because at the time it was a CD player with a split headphone, so you could have one overlapping your ear, and then it would snap over. And my dad's like, "Let me see that CD case." And as you open Dane Cook's CD case, he's naked, and his dick is a giant microphone. And my dad just looked at it and laughed really loud, and then looked at my mom and stopped laughing, and he was just like, "Keep it to yourselves." And I thought that was it was the funniest fucking CD. And then we went back to my house and listened to Green Day and played Soul Calibur 2, and it was
Sounds like a great night.
It was a great afternoon, dude. It was a fucking 19 fucking whatever that era was, like late 90s fucking afternoon, dude.
You know, Dane Cook and Bert Kreischer, I think, have the same cadence. They're
That's
real good.
interesting.
Yeah, right. Like I think because they're compared to each other.
But Dane Cook's good at video games.
Well, no. I just mean
Yeah.
like their comedy. Their comedy.
Yeah.
They have the same cadence. I think if you listen to them side by side, their storytelling, I think they got the same kind of thing. Dane Cook's a little more goofy. Obviously, he's hot, so that plays into it. Kreischer's like the fat drunk version of Dane Cook, I guess. I don't know how better to put that.
I'll have to look I'll have to look at them.
I think they're very similar. Now that I'm thinking about like their jokes and how they deliver them, like the Kool-Aid Man joke, like, "Oh no, you better fix that wall before my dad gets home. He's gonna beat me with a belt."
Yeah.
Like that same type of delivery is kind of like what Bert Kreischer does.
I'll have to look at it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. Do you want to do your cut stumpers?
Oh, this is a perfect time for the cut stumpers, dude. All right, so what we're doing is it's gonna be a guessing game. I got 5 semi-forgotten about NFL players, and you can ask yes or no questions about them. And if I don't know the question, I will Google it, and I'll try and do it to the best of my ability. We got a coin in here.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 to see who guesses
Rock,
first.
paper, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 2 for 2.
Earl it is. All right, Earl. We got player number 1, running back, post 2000 career. All of them are post 2000 career, and all of them are running backs.
So do you get like a question and a guess?
You get a yes or no question,
Did he?
or you can guess it.
Okay.
Did he go to Oklahoma?
No.
Does he play in the AFC?
No.
Was he a Heisman?
I don't think so. No.
Did he play in the NFC East?
No. Cut stumpers, baby.
Did he play in the SEC?
I'm sorry. I don't know college. I had to look it up.
Is there like a wiki on the guy?
It doesn't say what thing he played in. I'll just give you the college. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
University of Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi. Wow. That does not help.
Yeah. What is the University of Mississippi a part of?
SEC, I would imagine.
Is that? I have no idea.
Ole Miss? Is it that's
No, that's not.
No.
No, I.
Oh, it's just Miss. Oh, I don't fucking know, dude.
Fuck me. This help me out, dude. I'm not gonna give this motherfucker.
I mean, you know,
it's
so
your
all right, all right,
question,
all right.
it's
So
your
you know,
question.
you know he's in the NFC.
And-
You know he's not a part of the NFC East.
Is he part of the NFC South?
Doesn't help me.
Yes.
Currently in the league?
Yes.
Yes.
No, just post 2000.
Okay,
NFC
so
South.
NFC South. Did he play for the Texans?
No.
Did he play for the Buccaneers?
No.
NFC South. I can't.
I'm gonna give you the team. If you guys both agree, I'll give you the team.
The Saints?
It's the Saints.
Is it Ingram?
It's not Ingram.
No, he played for Alabama. Okay, so he played for the Saints.
I'll give you guys both two more before your guesses, and then you
Okay.
get a final guess.
Okay.
Deuce Staley.
No. Close.
Close.
I don't know. I'm out of guesses. I don't know. I won't know this one.
Anything else, Earl?
No.
Deuce McAllister.
Damn it!
I told you it was close, bro. I told you it was close.
Okay.
All right, we'll do
Two
two
more,
more. We'll
yeah.
do two more instead of the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see how these go.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. We can cut them if we need
No, that was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. All right. So who guessed first last time? You did. So
Yeah.
now you guess 1st.
Deuce McStaley. God.
Same thing. So he's a running back, post 2000, decent career, no Hall of Fame, and no longer plays.
Does he play for the Did he ever play in the AFC?
No. And I'll tell you, he played for one team.
Okay.
Wait. Never mind. No, he didn't.
Okay.
Played for 2 teams.
Okay. Not in the AFC.
Did he? Oh, not in the AFC. Did he play for the Niners?
No. 3 teams. Sorry. He played for 3 teams.
Any in the AFC though?
I don't know what's NWE.
New?
I don't know what NWE means.
Wing.
New?
That's what it has for the 3-team fucking.
Did he play for Seattle?
No.
Didn't win a Heisman.
Did not.
What the fuck are we supposed to ask here to narrow this
Divisions
He
and
played
the
for the Rams, and he played for Atlanta, and he played for NWE.
down? Who's NWE?
I don't know.
Who's the
Rams?
The Rams are the big giveaway there.
Steven Jackson.
Bang.
Mark Falk was my name.
Steven Jackson.
Got it!
Steven Jackson. So 1-0 to Earl.
Yep.
All right, Earl. Your guess. Same shit. Post 2000.
Okay.
Decent career. No Hall of Fame.
Okay. Did he play in the NFC?
Let me look at it and see if he played for multiple teams. No.
Did he play in the AFC South?
I'll give you the teams. He played for Tennessee and New York, the Jets.
Who in the Jets?
No.
The Titans and the Jets.
Eddie Griffin?
No.
Eddie George.
Eddie
No.
George, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah. This one's tough.
Who's in the Jets?
The sad part is that I don't know.
Chris Johnson.
Oh damn!
Bang.
Earl wins. Chris Johnson. He got
Bang.
2.
Y2K.
Earl's better at that shit.
GG's Earl? Yeah, no, I figured he would. The other 2 guys that I had written down were Peyton Hillis.
Oh,
I would-
okay.
the
White dude from the
Colts?
Browns.
And, no, the Browns.
Oh, the Browns.
Yeah, the white guy. He was on the
He was
cover
on
of
cover of
Madden.
Madden,
Yeah.
and then did
20
nothing.
fullback.
He did
The
one
fullback.
good
Halfback.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one good year.
And
That was
then
it.
made the cover, and that was it.
And then the last guy was Jamal Charles.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And I knew Taylor wasn't going to get that one because he's just blind to Jamal Charles. I did a whole
Dude
thing with
was
him,
an
like, who is this
absolute
guy?
stud.
I gave him the college, the years he played, the team he
Stud.
played on, and he just didn't get him.
He is injury prone, absolute stud.
Yeah. Oh, he was a fantasy beast for like 8 years. I think he Pro Bowled every year he played.
He was a monster.
Yeah, he was gross. All those guys were gross in their own right. Deuce
GG's.
McAllister. Deuce McAllister, bro. Tell me, when was the last time you thought of Deuce McAllister, bro?
You know what?
I heard that name on TikTok
I'm
and I was
happy
like, that's
that
a great trivia question.
I was more happy that I knew the name. I was afraid you were
You
going
got
to say
Deuce.
it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's
I
close.
was just more afraid you were going to say the name and I was going to be like, who? But I actually knew it. It was like,
no,
okay,
I wasn't
okay.
gonna pick random guys.
Yeah.
These are all marquee guys.
Yeah.
I was gonna one of the other ones I was gonna pick was
I
Arian
can-
Foster.
Texans.
Yeah,
Yeah. If you give me the NFL team, I could probably get pretty close.
that's right. So next time I do it, I'll give NFL team, and then Heisman.
If you give college NFL, I'd probably get
College and NFL team, that'd be a good one. I'll just do college and NFL team, and then you got a Heisman will have to be a question. It's a good one. It's not bad.
Right.
I got let's see what else. Versus Unicorn. Oh, you know who David Cho is? The guy Rogan had on his podcast recently, the Asian dude who painted like half his face red.
Yeah.
You know how he got famous? So he's a graffiti artist. And way back in like the 90s, he early 2000s, whatever the fuck it was, he was chilling and this company came up to him. They're like, "Hey, can you do art in our fucking
What's his name?
room?"
What's his
David
street
Cho.
name? What's his street name?
Oh, I don't know. But they were like, "Hey man, do this fucking mural for
Banksy?
us." No.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, Banksy
They're like, do
was
this
a huge
mural for
graffiti
us,
dude.
and we'll give you a little bit of cash. We'll give you stock at our company. And so today, that stock is worth $200 million.
Whoa.
It was Facebook.
Wow.
He got rich off doing a mural in Facebook's original office.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
I think he's just always gone by David Cho.
Oh.
What's
it's
crazy
not
about
Banksy? Look up Banksy.
I think Banksy's
though.
a different artist.
Okay.
I think I know who you're talking about, though.
Well, let me see the David Cho stuff because I've seen Banksy stuff.
Yeah, the David Cho thing was fucking
Oh, okay,
nuts.
okay.
Yeah. So he does graffiti art. And
Yeah.
it's really good. It's good shit.
Yeah, dude. Look up Banksy.
And now he's got like I listened to him on Rogan. He's got
Banks
like
has one.
an oxygenated pool. So that's like
he
the
did
next step.
He was. I'm pretty sure he did
Oh,
the
yeah,
Andre
yeah.
shit too.
yeah.
Yeah. David
Yeah.
Cho.
What's cool about
That's how he.
this
That's how
is-
he
this
made
is
his. That's how he
This is
got.
Banksy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
What's
Banksy.
the thing
I
about street
recognize
art
all
too
those.
is like all those abandoned places in like New York where like they just go super deep underground. There's some like original art from some really dope dudes, and if you're just like a gangbanger that's like, oh, I'm gonna spray over this, those underground people
fuck
will
you up.
fuck
Old
you
people,
up.
dude.
Dude, I just
You gotta
learned the
keep
other
that
day
art
where
living.
there are
It's crazy. Some of those places in California, they got like 6 inches of paint on them.
Dude, there's people right now in the U.S. that live in abandoned underground subways,
Yeah, dude,
and they
it's
have
crazy.
their own government down there, their
Yeah.
own laws.
I've seen some of the videos underneath Vegas.
Shit's
That shit's wild.
Yeah,
It's
It's crazy.
Where
They,
they
have
just
like
li-
old strippers that used to make a bunch of money in Vegas, and they've just been living down there for like 40 years.
Man.
Just never left.
When I was in San Diego with my brother, we lived in like a gated apartment complex. Dude,
okay.
when you would leave the gated entrance, there were people like asking for money and shit. I mean, like right out. Dude, my brother,
Right there.
there was like one dude that my brother like made friends with, and he would like he would go down, hit McDonald's, and then come back, drop the McDonald's off the dude, and then go to work every morning
Hilarious.
at like 5 a.m. Like, what the fuck are you doing,
like a
dude?
schedule, dude.
Dude, but the guy was like, he was super cool. Like, the guy was nice and all. I was
You
just
feel
like-
for some people
But,
sometimes,
dude, there
man.
would be people on each side. Like, didn't matter. Just asking, and it's like, motherfucker, dude.
Fucking Sacramento's nuts. Working construction in downtown Sac in like 2009, 10, 11. Like it was. There's so many dudes, and some of them are like dressed really nice. They'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Hey, my car just broke down. I got my kids in the car," and I'll be like, "All right, let's walk to it." And they're like, "No, just give me a little cash, and I'll be able to take care of it. It'll be fine." They don't have shit. They just have a nice
mean-
collared shirt.
Yeah.
That's all I got. They have
Green
a nice
Bay-
collared shirt. They
yeah.
don't smell like shit.
In Green Bay,
Still
a
living on
couple
the
walked
street.
up to us, so like, we can't afford dog food, and I'm like, You brought your dog to us.
And it sucks because some people are hurting like that. Like
Yeah,
some people legit
yeah.
don't have money for
And,
dog
and
food.
Earl just gave him, here's like, go buy dog food and don't fucking tell me what you bought with it.
I love the dudes that chill there with the sign. They're like, I'm not gonna lie, I just want some weed.
Yeah.
You give them some weed, and they're like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, go home, dude. Smoke
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
One time on the way to Crunchies, there's a guy holding the sign and just like, I'll take any money you can give me. And then so when I got there, I was like, I'm not even getting paid for this, so why the fuck would I give you money? Because I just drove 40 fucking minutes to come here to do a free show.
Yeah.
So what money do I have to give you when I'm getting paid absolutely zero as well? And I have to just try to say funny shit on stage, and sometimes it's not, and you're just like, where's the nearest fucking kill yourself booth? Like Futurama.
There was a fucking, there was this one bum in, we're not supposed to call him that,
The houseless?
the unhomed.
The unhomed. The unhomed.
There was an unhomed downtown Sac, and it was 2011, and he had a purple blanket over his head, like his ET, and he had 2 plastic forks in his hand. And I looked over at him. He took 3 steps with his forks like this, and then turned around against the wall, pulled his pants down, and just diarrhea all over the street, all over the sidewalk.
I used to work hospital security.
And then he pulled his pants up, didn't wipe nothing, just walked away doing the same thing.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
an itchy asshole in
Well,
2
fucked up.
hours, dude. 2
Probably
hours,
didn't feel it.
itchy asshole.
With the house, what are they called? The houseless?
Oh yeah, the homeless.
Unhomed.
No,
No.
the unhomed.
Unhomed.
So the unhomed people at the hospital that I used to work at,
Okay.
you'd get to know them over time because they knew the system of how to get a hospital bed to sleep
They're
in
there
the
all the
night.
time.
I understand that you get kicked, but
Every couple nights they're back. They're like,
look,
"What's up, Jay?"
I understand if you don't have a place to go, but it's the fact that you have a homeless shelter that you get kicked out of because you're drunk, and then the only other place you can sleep at for the night is the hospital. But anywho, there'd be homeless guys there that eventually would just tap out. They'd die. And at one point there was a guy, and he was just like,
Some Frank Gallagher
he was
shit.
bloated. He was just like,
Oh,
you
just
you just looked at him, and you're just like, what the fuck is wrong? And the doctor's like, you could die. We should just do all this shit. He goes, I want to go drink with my brothers. And then a week later, they're like, that motherfucker died. And I was like, no shit, dude. No shit. And I can't get him in.
What would you do if you went into the hospital like, yeah, you got a week?
Shit.
Nothing you can do about it at this point. You got a week.
I'd have an extreme garage sale on Monday and Tuesday. Just like, hey, how much do you want for this? $50, cool. And then I'd take the rest of all my money and I'd go on. I'd probably go to some place where everything's legal, and I would just have the best legal time I could for like 2 days. And I'd be broke as fuck, and I maxed out all my credit cards.
Yeah.
And then I would just chill for the last 3 days looking at a cool sunset. So I'd probably get like an Airbnb on the beach already, where I'm just like drinking beers, waking up every day, toking it up a little bit. And then at the end of the day, like you have 1 day left, that's when you say goodbye to all the homies. You have all the tough
Yeah.
conversations, and then the last 4 hours, dude, you're just shooting tequila. And you
Just
get to
getting
the
fucked
point, it's like 10 seconds ticking down, and you're fucking buried, and that's when you're still pouring your last shot of tequila, and then right at the last second, you take your last shot, and you fucking cash out, dude.
I think I take my cash, well, whatever I can get. Hopefully, it's at least 10 grand, and I go play Pebble. I bring a homie with me. We get caddies, do the whole thing, and then right after we play Pebble, we drive up to Vegas, and I just gamble the whole night. Drink, smoke weed, do coke, whatever.
I mean, like
the
that-
next day, the very next day, I fly out to Puerto Rico and see what I can get for some heroin. And I just spend my last 4 days just
Chasing the dragon.
chasing the dragon. Just chasing it, dude, on the beach in Puerto Rico, eating some fucking food every day and a half when I get hungry.
I mean, you're a
So I go,
father.
yeah,
so
no, I was
yeah.
gonna say, your answer is gonna be
Yeah.
way different than
I
ours.
spend every second of my son
Every
teaching it
waking
every last
moment.
thing that I knew.
Every waking moment.
It would literally be with him.
Yeah. If honestly, if I had a son, all that would change, but I don't.
All right, you're gonna get 24
If
hours.
I had a kid in general, like
You're gonna come with me to Vegas.
Chris would be with me the whole time.
You're
I wouldn't
gonna-
leave her alone.
You tell your
Like,
kid you're gonna learn fast for these 10 days because
I'd probably swing by California in between there, like in between fucking Vegas and Puerto
Yeah.
Rico, and I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, deuces," and then
What happened? I gotta.
I would leave right now.
I'm out of here. I'd probably leave him
Straight.
like whatever extra cash I could,
Yeah.
and then go to Puerto Rico with like $2 grand and be like, "All right, give me the dopest hotel, give me the fucking heroin,
Probably burn down my house.
maybe a little
on that.
coke too, just to keep myself awake so I can do more heroin."
Just get everything. You got 10 days. You might as well stay up.
Just get it.
What's the 10 days? You get 32 Benadryl.
Get some fucking good shit. Maybe get someone to bring some adrenaline for me. So halfway through one of the nights, I can just and then I'm back right at it.
Let's get some uppers.
Yeah. My last week looks almost like Bert's best day. the thing he said.
Honestly,
we
though,
were
if
just
you
doing heroin
didn't,
and Molly all
if you
day.
didn't have to worry about anything monetary, like let's just say, like you know, you've got like enough money to just enjoy it. I'd probably golf for the first 4 straight days of all the courses I've ever wanted to hit.
Yeah,
which would include
yeah.
St. Andrews, Pebble Beach,
Any public course you can get on.
the Players,
Yeah.
and then Augusta. So the first 4 days you're golfing.
There's probably a number for Augusta. It's probably a pretty high number, but if you're going, you might as well pay it.
And then in the last,
It's more than 10 grand.
In the last 3 days, I'm seeing shit I've never seen before. So probably Yellowstone, probably a fucking mountain.
Try and go into space.
Oh,
Try and get
if that's
on-
possible,
If it's an option.
one of those
Try and go up there for
one of those Elon
flights.
things.
Yeah, one of those little like break the barrier and come back down.
Those in space and restaurant. Yeah,
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd probably try and skydive from one of those, like strapped to someone.
like the Red Bull guy.
Yeah, might as well.
But no parachute?
No, with
So
the
within-
parachute. Just
no,
strapped
within
to
That
it.
your-
dude was crazy.
Within
I
your
watched
li-
that shit live.
Dude, that was the best, dude. Our era of
You know what
watching.
freaked me out was Travis Pastrana jumping out without one. You see that on Nitro Circus? Travis Pastrana jumped out of a plane without a parachute.
Oh yeah,
And then
when
halfway
we
down,
the place.
then halfway down, he hooked onto someone.
What's
Yeah,
crazy
I
about
saw
that
that.
era
Yeah.
is
Just naked, just
it's-
his shorts, and just went.
Travis Pastrana elevated Red Bull and extreme sports because at
Oh,
one point he
yeah.
was ramping cars over like platforms and
Dude,
shit.
the double
was-
backflip changed
Yeah.
the game.
And,
Yeah.
and then eventually they're like, I'm gonna jump from space, and then you're just like, this is the greatest.
He was that guy. Do you know any other motocross guys?
Yeah, but only because I was into it.
Yeah. Do you? Can you name anyone? Who's the guy that did the tail flare like real hard? Who was the guy?
The only guy I can
like a
think of is,
Mexican name, I thought.
he had the rival bike game, Tony
Ricky
Hawk's.
Carmichael?
Oh yeah, Carmichael.
Was that Ricky Carmichael?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who's the guy for BMX?
Dave.
He had a BMX game for the PlayStation.
Oh,
Dave.
Mira?
Mira. Yeah,
Dave Mira?
Dude, he died doing a backflip over like a limo.
No,
He like
way.
landed upside down doing
He died
a
doing
backflip.
a bike trick.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
That's
sure he
crazy.
died like he like landed on his head.
He died doing a bike
Dave
trick.
Mira. It was Dave Mira. So
I was close.
Dave. Death.
Who's the skateboarder? Rodney Mullen?
Mullen was
Dude,
my
the
dude.
hand trick?
He died
Go,
in 2016.
Yeah, dude.
What did he die from?
He contracted bacterial meningitis, and then he
From a backflip.
But in 2010, he
Oh, okay.
recovered. But then on February 4, 2016, Mira died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head in Greenville, North Carolina. So it is not a.
Oh,
I just read that. live.
sorry.
He did not do a backflip.
That is one hell of a backflip.
I say we end on that, dude. Hey, shout out to my boy. I'm so sorry that happened.
Suicide's not a joke. That was not my intentions at all.
Dave Mira.
We could probably
Call the Logic.
we could edit that out,
Call the
right?
Logic number.
He'll be fine.
The rap song 1-800 whatever it is.
Wow, man, these news articles are fucking wild.
That's insane.
Yes,
That was not meant to be a joke.
All right, that's pot.
1:30.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks guys. Duke's Well Service. Earl at dukeswells.com. Dukeswells.com.
Bang bang.